Hi everyone, I hope everybody is doing well. This is not a permanent change in my setup. I'm not home. Okay, for those of you that are new, welcome to our soul tribe. We are a beautiful group here. Just a quick reminder that all of my readings on this channel are timeless. I'm a medium since I was a child. What that means is my main ability, my actual ability is to connect to those that have crossed over. So if you hear me channel, that's why. And the cards that I pull are more for clarification and not so much, more for confirmation of the messages I already shared. They shared through me, through channeling. Okay? With that being said, I don't believe in the message. This may or may not resonate because time is an illusion. Everything's divinely orchestrated. I have to have energy for me to channel it in the first place. So if you were drawn here, it's because you are part of that energetic cloud that I was led to channel. But with that being said, what I can say is, and I say it every reading, but I'm not going to stop saying it. They really want you guys to understand not to look at a reading from a standpoint of a subordinate looking at a teacher telling you what to do. I'm going to tell you the future. No, I'm here to channel the energy. What that means is you have to see every reading as an intuitive exercise, meaning energy is like a cloud, right? I'm going to give specifics in regards to the most prominent energy. You could be on the top of the cloud. It doesn't mean that you are not a part of this energetic group, okay? But you are just not close enough to me for me to channel the specifics. With that being said, you have to trust in yourself to feel whether or not the energy that I'm channeling fits with you and how it applies to you. You have the power to do that. We were trained collectively in society to just relinquish our power in that way. So that's natural for us. That's our programming. Okay. So meaning I could be saying that this is in regards to you, but it could be in regards to somebody you're connecting with. I could be saying it's in regards to love, but if you know that energy applies to your relationship with your career, you can change that. Okay. Or even aspects of yourself or aspects of somebody else. You have the power. Okay. And pay attention for things that I don't mention, anything on the table, etc. Anything that's a synchronicity. That's how they communicate. Okay. This is going to be a very quick reading. My readings on this channel are usually very long, very detailed. It's a whole full-blown mediumship experience. Nonetheless, I am still already connected to them, but I have to follow what they say. For whatever reason, they want me to share a quick message now. It's almost like I'm getting the energy like something huge is about to shift, right? But remember, it's all about perspective. You can watch the same reading 3 times, but depending on where you are in regards to how you see the world, everyone has a different perspective of the world. You can watch the same reading 3 times and get different information from it or interpret it differently, depending on your mood, depending on how you see the world, depending on, things you have not healed, etc. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like it might not be for everyone. This message is for everybody that's here. But it's big enough that they want me to give advice in this reading, quick, in regards to something that you asked for. Somebody needs clarity on something. It's almost like this message, I'm already channeling, by the way, this entire time. I'm not just rambling. This entire message, it's kind of like what they're having me share right now. I'm telling you what I'm going to do, but they're having me share it so that you can feel if you are this person, one of these people that needed this. They want you to go within and figure that out. But it's almost like enough of you needed some kind of clarity on something before I go into the big, long reading, because it's going to change your perspective somehow before you hear it. Okay? And it's enough of a group. It's enough of a group that they're having me do it this way. The longer reading, I may post it tonight. I may post it tomorrow. I don't like to control the time. They will tell me. But it is possible I do it tonight. But we'll see. Okay? I'm getting It's kind of like a projection energy. Again, remember, I'm channeling. And it's not your fault. It's almost like you've lived your whole life through a projection of others that are around you without even realizing it. So you're in a place right now where you feel energy. It's confusing to you. They show, by the way, if you're new, they show me cards. If I spit the names out of cards, etc., it's because they do that to see, you know, they come out later to like really emphasize that message. They showed me the 7 of Cups, which is like confusion, blurred mirrors, delusion, but it's not conscious, okay? It's like, think of a movie, right? See how there's a screen and there's a projector in the back that flashes onto that screen a whole movie, right? It's almost like you have been watching this movie for so long, and the projector is, let's say, as an analogy, the people in your life, your family, the relationships you've had, etc. I've been projecting this movie, and you've just been sitting quietly, living your life, watching this movie, and the movie has been so long that it's become your reality. But that movie is about to end. So now you're starting to feel uncomfortable because you are starting to feel, though you can't put your finger on it, that a movie, a projection is about to end. And when that happens, the lights turn on and you actually remember that it's just a screen. You know, when you watch something, you get so in it that you almost feel like it's your life, to the point where you watch movies, right? And you can cry at certain scenes because you are in it. You are connecting with that energy, even though it's acting. But this movie has been playing for a very long time, okay? Like years and years. It's become your reality. Think of like being in that moment when you're watching a movie and it's making you emotional or something, right? But that being time's an illusion, that scene playing out for like 10 years, right? And then suddenly the lights are about to come on. So you feel that? So you're starting to feel a little like, what the? So somebody needs 7 of Cups, some kind of like a message. I hope you're interpreting this the way that it's for a reason. It's not me right now. Do you hear the police siren? Everything's an omen. Okay, what I'm getting by that, the police siren right now, it's like, what happens is there is a feeling of uneasiness that you can't really tell where it's coming from. And it's contributing to this 7 of Cups energy, this like cloud of judgment. It puts you in not so much this 9 of Swords energy, which is like anxiety, overthinking. Sometimes it can bring you there. But it's like an eternal state of being in an 8 of Swords energy, okay? Which is a self-imposed imprisonment of your mind. Self-imposed imprisonment of your own mind, but you're not even aware because it's next to the 7 of Cups that it's self-imposed. So with that siren, I'm getting like a Tower card. The Tower card is some sudden upheaval, sudden events, tower moments, they call it. It's like something's about to crumble so that you can build a new foundation. That doesn't have to be negative. This is divinely guided. Star card, sun card, to the moon card, okay, which is like for healing, a new found hope, clarity, illumination is the sun card of things that were in the shadow, moon card, subconsciously hidden, okay, in the shadow, kind of like that projection image I just showed you, which is like in the dark, like the lights are about to be turned on. But because you feel that, you're still in that 7 of Cups, 8 of Swords energy, you feel already, time's an illusion, that they're about to turn the lights on. So it feels like you feel a tower moment and uneasiness inside because you are not clear on what the hell you're feeling or why, okay? Or why you're feeling drawn to like suddenly like finish your popcorn really quickly because you don't even, it's almost like you don't even know how long, you didn't check how long this movie was going to be, right? So you're just feeling like it's about to end, but you don't know what the hell. Do you see how I just look? Just like flinged by itself. Oh my God. Justice card, guys. Oh my God, and I just picked this up. Look, no accidents. You don't know. 2 major arcana are major life lessons. But you feel that tower energy, like something's about to happen. It's for the most beautiful outcome. It's to bring you, it's divinely guided to bring you balance, justice, give you what you deserve in terms of swords. Swords signify your mind, your mental clarity, right? Balancing out, that's why there's a scale, what's subconscious and conscious. See, the Justice card, Major Arcana, is also a number 8. So it's kind of like you going from the 8 of Swords, which is self-imposed imprisonment of your mind, to the 8 as in justice. They're going to balance the moon and the sun now to bring you hope, healing, so that you can have what you were always meant to have. They're stripping you naked for you to have that. And that's funny because this is the number 17 card, and 7 plus 1 breaks down to an 8. 8 in numerology, okay, and in astrology is sex, death, regeneration, rebirth. It's like something dying for something new to happen. But you feel it, but you don't know what it is. And it's almost like the energy, the reason that it's justice, it's karmic justice, okay? Because it's like the energy that there have been people around you that have been aware that a movie has been playing this whole time, but they didn't tell you because they wanted you to just be in it. It was just easier to just let you watch the movie, okay? But it was divinely guided to happen that way. You understand? Like you had to go through this experience, feel these things, go through these projections, so that when you get what you're going to get now, this divinely guided plan, this justice, it's that much, it's more powerful. That ties in with the message that I said, like they wanted me to give some kind of advice first because it changes your perspective. It's a shift. So this whole thing that I'm saying in your life that's been happening, it was divinely guided so that when you get to your end goal, it's a karmic lesson, Wheel of Fortune, end goal, you can close out the cycle worlds card. It's like the divine giving you like the biggest gift in the world because you feel naked, like you just appreciate it that much more. Otherwise, if you would have never been living through this projection and you had what you were destined to have when the movie started, it would not seem special, or you would be living that experience through some kind of like a naive lens, like not mature enough, you know? Not having the knowledge that you needed to have, that you were going to learn through living through these projections so that you can have the potential and experience to build something as big as you're destined to have. This is pretty deep, but that's what it is. So with that siren, it's like anxiety provoking because you're almost mistaking something for something being something that's actually a blessing for being negative, right? But it's but that's not it. They just want you to know that. Because police officers, it can give you anxiety if they're pulling you over to give you a ticket, right? But police officers, really, their job is to protect people. We're not going to get into how, all the things that happen, you know what I mean? Like corruption, that's not what this is about. But you understand. That's what they're supposed to do. You hear a siren, instantly you're like, what the hell is going on, right? Like a tower, something's happening. Instead of looking at it like, hey, they just got called. Somebody like found a missing child or something. Yay, it's great news, But you just hear that siren and you're like, what the hell? That's what it is, okay? Because you're reaching this. You're about to uncover a hidden door. Now I'm getting, it's like you are an empath. Being an empath is a gift and a curse, but you have to be aware of it. An empath is somebody that feels you're very intuitive. You could read a room like this because you absorb other people's energy without even trying, which is great, but it also can put you in these situations. So it's kind of like you have lived life absorbing the energy of other people. So you've been living through a projection. So let's say you had very selfish people that you dated, that were in your life, You know, they were the ones in charge of the projector while you were sitting in the movie. That you actually were, as an empath, getting really into. You get sucked into it because it's in your nature. And you know what happens? It becomes your reality. So you kind of like your personality shifted, like you end up developing like selfish traits as if it were your own. When it's not even your foundation, it's just the projection. Because you're an empath, you absorbed it. So again, with that siren, didn't I say it's to protect you? It's like there's an energy approaching that feels uncomfortable, but it's actually here to protect you, heal you, give you what you deserve. Okay? Because as you step away from, as the movie's ending, you slowly start to come back to where you were, like watching a movie, before you even press play. Because that actually happens when you watch a movie, right? Except this movie has been playing for forever. So it's like you lost yourself. You kind of had a vision of what reality was that wasn't, it was your reality, but you were put there so that you can get to this place. So the divine's now giving you justice to bring you back to where you were before the movie. And it's like, so masks are falling off. So you are going to start changing your perspective on everybody around you. Because you're going to start to see how being an empath, how that has affected you. So now the divine's going to give you clarity, justice, and put you in situations where as an empath, what you absorb is what's in your highest good. That's a deep message, but that's what they wanted me to share. Okay? And that is really what happens. Let's say if you have a relationship with someone that's narcissistic, you were attracted to this person to begin with because growing up, you didn't get much love. There was whatever, dysfunction. You were with this person enough. What ends up happening? It might have been painful here and there, but you end up, as an empath, absorbing that energy, and it becomes who you are. You end up acting like that. You adopt those traits. It's how you approach things from that moment on. So it's like you're being placed now in a situation where like you're projecting that projection onto other things in your life, but it's not working out because it's a projection. That clarity is coming up, okay? They're just here to like put you in peace. Like you're about to get the biggest blessing. Open your mind. Let me pull some from here. I didn't even, honestly, I'm going to shuffle anyway, but I swear I shuffled before and I didn't see it. World's card, closing out of a cycle. Death, which is, like I said, scorpionic energy, which is number 8, associated with number 8, sex, death, rebirth, closing out of a cycle, being able to look back at things that were literally a projection. Like you see that all those clouds, so you could be free. Okay, but I'm gonna shuffle because I don't want you guys to listen. I'm sorry because I don't want you guys to, I'm not pulling reversals. I don't want you guys to think that I put it there on purpose. Involuntary movements. Okay, remember, mediumship is not just like them taking over my mind. Okay, they also allow things to happen physically, and they do that. Okay, so the moon card, all the stuff that was in your subconscious, it's coming out for clarity. Oh, that's interesting. I've never used this. Are you kidding me? Did you just see that? Holy confirmation. Are we done? Are we done? And this was there before when I started shuffling, and it's like poking out again. The high priestess is your intuition. It's the psychic, it's the medium, it's your intuition. But this card, what I'm getting, this is confirming, giving you clarity. It's bringing you clarity. I'm going to pull it out about the fact that you have these abilities and you are an empath. You are an extremely intuitive person. So now they're bringing justice to that because you've been living through a projection because of this gift that you have. Dude, I channeled the moon and the sun together. There it is. That is ultimate balance between your subconscious mind and your conscious mind. The moon is your subconscious mind. The sun is your conscious mind. And the high priest is your intuition. And being able to lead forward, being aware of being an empath and your intuition so that you can always have justice with that sword in your hand. Always. Because the imbalance that you had, it's because you've been living through a projection. This is the ultimate balance. You're going back to who you are. And it's funny because this deck is actually my daughter's. I bought it for her. Look, I split it again. I'm sorry. Like, you can't make it up because they know they want this to be quick. 8 of Swords. This deck, I bought it for my daughter. You know, she's 7, so she can have her own. That's why I got unicorns because, you know, it's so freaking cute. But I'm like, I just felt guided to use it today. And it's interesting because unicorn, I didn't even think about it. Again, World's card. You're closing this cycle out. And it was meant to happen now because the World card is number 21. What does a unicorn represent? It's like things that are mystical. Like literally, when you find your unicorn, and we're talking about relationship, it's like you find somebody you never thought existed. And if that's the case, if this is in regards to love, you thought it didn't exist because of this production. But it does, because, you know, 8 of Swords. But it does. Because here it is. But you were tied up and blindfolded. 8 of Swords. Like I said, self-imposed imprisonment of your own mind. Justice card. Okay? What did I say? The Justice card. They're bringing justice to that. You see? And it's interesting. They never guide me to a deck for no reason. The 8 of Swords. Self-imposed imprisonment of your mind. You're a freaking unicorn. You're a unicorn. You have power beyond belief. And that was taken from you. I mean, it's played out in your life. You know, you've been able to accomplish things to a certain degree, but your intuitive capacity, it's like almost you forgot that you had them. But you see, the 8 of Swords in this deck, they never guide me to a deck for no reason. That unicorn, which is you, was like tied up and blindfolded. You can't tie up yourself. You're especially not like a animal. Okay? But this 8 of Swords, you see, this unicorn is looking that way to the past. This Justice card, you're looking forward. So you're now being put in a place where you can look back at this situation, everything that I'm saying, and remember that you're a unicorn moving forward. Interesting. 8 and 8. Holy, that's powerful energy. Chariot card. So you can move forward. That's the rebirth. So beautiful. Seriously. But that's what I'm getting, okay? And but they wanted me to just share that message really quickly. And remember, this could be in regards to, take it as it resonates to you. It could be something that somebody that you're dealing with is also going through, or both of you, or playing out in your life in general. Okay, but as I'm saying this, because this is just an overall message. 6 of Swords moving forward. It looks like you've gone through this for so long. 6 of Swords is moving towards calmer waters. Look, so you have like your blindfolding, your tie was taken off, but so you can move forward, but you have to put on this like cloak to keep you warm because you've gone through a lot. Okay, 6 is a card of love and number of love and balance, and 6 plus 2 is what? 8. You're gonna have a rebirth. But you know what's interesting? This is a big energy, so it applies to you in general. But I was talking about love suddenly. Here's the 2 of Cups, which is love. It's a relationship between 2 people. There was nothing here that specified that. It was just my channeling, but they're confirming it. So this could be happening between you and somebody else. Maybe both of you experienced this simultaneously, okay? And this always reminds me here, like of like those hospital symbols, which is like healing. Emperor, masculine energy, being able to be in the masculine energy as in like to take action towards like your life. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that's it. And then if they guide me to post it the other one tonight, we'll see. Knight of Wands. Okay, that was too much, you guys. Sorry. Okay, the 6 of Swords, you saw me split it, it came out. It fell out again right now, but all of the other ones fell out, so I put it back in. Holy-ish, and then it came out for the 3rd time with a Justice card next to it. Oh my God. So with number 3, this literally could have been happening. This process of like removing your blindfold could have been happening for the past 3 years without you even being conscious of it. The Justice card is here 2 times. 2 times. Wow. And we were just talking about if this is, now they're bringing like love into it. It's like a Justice card for you, a Justice card for the other person. So it's possible that you and somebody else went through this simultaneously. Now it's interesting because the Knight of Wands, horses are about being able to move forward. You see how it was like a progression. Here you're tied up and blindfolded, and here you're wearing a mask, but like your eyes are starting to open until you get to a place, but you're still looking like your eyes started to open so that you can see the self-imposed imprisonment of your mind. You can see this to eventually then get you to the 6 of Swords to move forward towards calmer waters and bring justice to yourself. Literally. Wow. That's what's happening. And they keep this again. Look, but this fell over here. This 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords is like, literally, it's like deceptive energy. Okay? It's strategy. It's trying to get away with something, right? Again, wow. But the image, right? So that this is like what I mean by the projection energy. It's like somebody knew with the 2 of Swords that there was a projection being placed on a screen and you were watching it. They were aware of that because there's 2 swords on his body. The 2 of Swords is someone being blocked. So they knew that. But you were here just living through the projection, not knowing that. With the 3 of Swords on the ground, 3 of Swords is the card of heartbreak. Okay? It has a heart like with 3 swords in it, bleeding. So it's like you have been living through this like unfortunate circumstances whilst the projection was keeping you blocked. But again, there's 2 unicorns here. It's like you and somebody else is a unicorn. Or maybe you don't know this person and you're going to be aligned to somebody that has experienced the same thing. You will know. One more. But you saw that come out, right? This is beautiful. 3 of Wands is waiting for your ships to sail in. The 2 of Wands is having a vision for the future. And the 3 of Wands is being placed in a position where now you know the truth and you know what you deserve. And you're waiting for everything to just fall into place. And that's beautiful. You know why? Because look at the image, dude. Okay? Here, you're blindfolded to the fact that you were living through this deception, this projection, right? Your mask is starting to fall away, then you're able to move towards calmer waters, justice. And this horse is looking this way, blindfolded. This, not horse, unicorn is finally able to look forward. And it's here, you're moving forward towards calmer water on a boat, right? The 3 of Wands, it's the water here. Like it's when you reach the land now. So now you reach the land and now you can take off that cloak and just wait for everything to fall together. But they keep emphasizing that it's between you and somebody else. I don't know how this was backwards. Yeah, King of Swords. It's masculine energy. But the King of Swords has clarity, especially with those butterflies. Means like, I just split this one again, so I'm going to have to pull it out. I didn't even notice that I pulled them both out together. The Chariot is being able to move forward. The 10 of Pentacles is the ultimate relationship, marriage, abundance, money. Literally, like kids, dogs, being wise. Pentacles being things on the material plane. Number 10 being the ultimate. Okay, you are now being able to have the clarity. King of Swords, you were given the freaking sword from the Justice card. You're able to stand in your truth. To come out of a cocoon that you've been kept in and turn into a butterfly. You understand? So now you have the ability to go on a chariot. Chariot is a major arcana. There is no reverse feature on a chariot. Once you're on the chariot, you move forward with this clarity. You're going to have this. It's almost like instantly after this process. But again, it's you and somebody else with your horns touching and a baby, 2 horses, 2 doggies, like home, everything. Look, yeah. Wow. Wow. This just freaking like almost attacked me to fall out. Dude, the Four of Wands is the card of like completion, union, love, family, home, being able to build that with somebody. Look, there is a unicorn here and a unicorn here. Both being able to offer something to each other. They're able to look at each other. Ace of Cups is a brand new beginning. In love, cups signify emotion. You're able to pour out your emotion. You're no longer living through a projection. There's a rainbow. Okay, with the 10 of Pentacles here, 4 of Wands, you take it as it resonates. But it could be... Did you just see me? I split it and then it went away and I split it again. Oh my God. Yeah, see? See? The devil. There was something keeping you and somebody. Take it as it resonates. Shackled. There was devil energy. It was a projection. Somebody's going to... Emperor be in their throne now. Dude, did you see? It came out and then it fell and it came out again. The King and the Queen of Swords together. Both of you. Oh my God, that's crazy. But you know what's interesting? The King of Swords and the Queen of Swords are the only... It's the only pair in tarot that's not married, that's single. Okay? They also tend to be Mr. and Mrs. Ice Queen. The Queen of Swords could be in her shadow energy, in her moon energy, like, I will cut your head off. And the King of Swords could be like really controlling in their shadow. Everything has a shadow and a light side. But look, they had me pick the freaking unicorn deck of all things. But for the King and the Queen of Swords to be like, they tend to be like the divorcees, okay? Or like single parents, but like kind of bitter a little bit. All right, you guys were kept there, but you guys were given swords to be clear now. So now it turned into from the shadow energy, the moon, to the sun, to the bright energy in regards to this, okay? Meaning the fact that these are the only single pair, but it came out with the freaking 10 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, Ace of Cups, which is all like love, marriage, relationship cards. It's like Mr. and Mrs. Ice Queen are able to come together. Oh my God, look what's over here. I don't even know how that flew out. I didn't see it. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is somebody that's nurturing, loving, everything, right? But why is she here by herself like that? It's almost like this has been inside of you this whole time. Okay, I'm just going to pull one of these and then that's it. This is tarot also, but they have messages. Oh my God. Healer of abundance. Wow. Never doubt that you can make a difference. Your creativity and ability to be innovative make you destined to succeed. It might be time to expand your career, but don't forget to leave time for family, 4 of Wands. This situation involves a person, possibly you, who's down to earth with a gift for design or decorating. He or she is open-minded and nurturing, literally nurturing, and your mind is being opened. Wow. So that could be a specific message for somebody too. Messenger of emotion. Out with the old, in with the new, which is again the projection. That's what it is. Wow. I'm gonna read this one first. Out with the old, in with the new. Heaven is showing you a sign that it's time to move in a new direction. Often this is because you're not happy and feel a lack of purpose in your life. This is a wake-up call to make changes that match your heart's desires. Your heart's desires and spiritual truths. Your spiritual truths and your heart, that was blocked. You were turned into the King and Queen of Swords because of this projection, followed by Messenger of Emotion. This is the beginning of a new emotional experience that could grow into something deeper. You may receive a message expressing feelings that you didn't even know were developing. A social invitation could soon be on its way. There's a person involved who's very gentle and loving. I just said that, Queen of Cups. With only the kindest of intentions. It could be you, especially if you're artistic, shy, and sensitive. Wow. Okay? But here it's saying move in a new direction. If this came out by itself, it'd be like, oh, you need to move on or whatever, right? But it came like, this is about everything I said. And it's going to allow you to have love. 6 of emotion, just, I don't know, that kind of like fell out aggressively. The Six of Emotions, the Six of Cups, has everything to do with like reconciliation, your childhood, things from the past. It's the card of nostalgia, right? Like being able to remember things from your childhood that you never even remembered existed. So that kind of goes with the message, because that's what this card signifies. Like if you get a tarot book, that's what it means. That's why there's a picture of a little boy here and a little girl here. Like they look like, oh, she's sitting there and his leg is literally like his leg is on top of her leg. So they kind of look like they like each other, right? With a little bunny. They're very gentle, especially with this message. It says, there's a person involved who's very gentle and loving with only the kindness of intention. So this message all resonates because the King and the Queen of Swords are not freaking gentle. They will cut you. But that was because of the projection. That's being healed. Do you understand? That's being healed. You're getting out of the projection, going back to who you were since forever. That's clear because that's what it is. Okay? Water bunnies are like gentle and stuff, right? Memories can fill your heart with many emotions. It's wow. It's important to remember your past accurately without seeing it as better or worse than it was. People you used to know may return to your life unexpectedly. Children could be an important issue, or you need to reconnect with your own inner child. It's important to remember your past accurately. Is that not the entire message about projection? Done. Actually, they want me to pull Numerology. Look. I just got the chills. I'm like, I got chills. I said it was Scorpionic energy, which is the number 8, which is death and regeneration. New moon in Scorpio, work through your fears. Believe in the impossible. Blue moon, fixed moon, hold your vision, which is the 3 of Wands. Waiting for your ships to sail in. Because of this projection, it created like an ego, which is like a shell that kept you in your fears. That's the moon card is associated with Scorpio. That's why it's all dark here, right? Scorpio is like all the ish like down beneath the surface, right? Right? And it made you think that this love here is impossible because it projected an image of you that it's not actually you. Now they're opening your eyes to that. Something that happened, it's a blue moon, once in a blue moon. Like you didn't expect this to happen. It's a freaking unicorn. You don't believe it, right? You're confused on it. That's why they had me channel this. No, what you saw is real. So hold your vision. Stay fixed on that. And believe that. It's not impossible. It's the truth. And just to remind you, full moon in Leo, but don't let pride get in your way. Oh my God, new moon. Don't let pride get in your way because a new start is coming. Oh my God, with South Node, don't let your past hold you back. Full moon in Aquarius, show the world the real you. Waxing crescent moon, have faith in your dreams. It's almost like the real you became a dream because of your past. Holy crap. With gibbous moon, you are very close to achieving your goal. Love and light, beautiful. Okay, I'll come back.